Hello, I'm Bood, and welcome to the channel. As always, thanks for joining me. If you are brand new, feel free to subscribe. Hopefully you will, and hopefully you'll all hit that notification bell and you'll never miss one of my videos. And there's tons of content to come in the year 2023, and I can't wait to get stuck into a million things. But for now, I've got a little experiment for you. Now, I know the World Cup is over. I've not missed the boat. This is just a bit of a random video that was kind of laid on my lap by my good friend Christian, or CP as you might know him. I think he saw this picture I've put on the thumbnail on social media. Someone had put all these managers with their countries and just said, imagine. And CP sent me and went, imagine, wonder how well they would have done. So I thought, do you know what? Let's find out. So this video isn't just about the Qatar 2022 World Cup. No, we're going to put them all in charge. We're going to see how they do in the World Cup. Can they do better than they did in real life? And then we're just going to keep going forward and see who comes out on top. Can anyone just keep on going, win loads of tournaments? Who's going to be the winner? I've done a nice little graph, hopefully, at the end. It's a bit shit, but hopefully it explains everything in one page. And I was excited to see. I mean, the Graham Potter one. Yeah, I mean, these aren't my choices. I just thought I'll use that, I'll use them, and we'll see where it goes. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you catch up on my Meat Pie Sausage Roll series with Oldham Athletic. Keep your eye out for my Journeyman, which is coming back very soon. And let's get stuck into it. So, of course, you may have noticed, if you looked at the thumbnail, that there's one manager who won't be at the World Cup. But this just isn't about the World Cup. It's going to be stretched out over a bit of time, and he still could win this little race of managers and come out on top eventually. But unfortunately for Conte, his predecessor couldn't get Italy, the European champions of all as well, to the World Cup. So he's going to be missing this one out. Next up, we've got France and Zinedine Zidane. Now, they got to the final, of course, as you know. Can he go one better? Can he win it for him? I'm pretty sure he's taking over in it. Pretty sure he is. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure I've heard a rumour that he's the next manager. It's this man who has a lot to live up to. Diego Simeone, because of course Argentina did win it. So can he replicate that and win it himself? I mean, that's the bar that's been set. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, I did predict Argentina, you know. Fancied them, and they did it. I'm chuffed for Messi, I won't lie. I should have put a bet in it, but don't gamble. Next up, we've got England and Graham Potter. Now, like I said, these aren't my choices. I've just gone off the graphic my friend sent me. Would I put him in charge for something like this if I was picking him? Probably not. Everyone else, maybe. This one would be a bit... Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. I mean, he's at Chelsea in real life. Maybe this could happen to him one day if he can keep that job and do well for Chelsea. But is he going to win the World Cup? Maybe. I mean, I'm an Englishman and England do way too good on this game. We win too many trophies the further you get into it. So you never know. Spain should have done better, I think. They possibly could do better now because they've, you know, arguably got the best manager in the world, Pep Guardiola, in charge. I'm expecting big things, Pep. On to Holland or the Netherlands. And they've got my man for Man U, Erik ten Hag. They didn't do too bad, did they, Holland, to be fair. They got knocked out by Argentina, so can he go all the way? Now, this one's going to be interesting. It's been talked about a lot in real life. Will Jose ever take over his country? I think they've just sacked their manager. I don't think he'll leave Roma, though, for it. You never know. Football's a funny old game, but he's still a great manager, and you could see him doing well with Portugal. And last but not least, we've arguably got another great manager, one of the greatest, Liverpool, manager Jurgen Klopp. Fantastic attributes, to be fair. And can he do better? Because Germany needs better, don't they? So, of course, we're here. FIFA World Cup 2022, the weird winter World Cup, which actually was quite entertaining. Forget about England. I mean, as a World Cup as a whole, there were some great games. I think it was pretty cool. I love the final. It was probably the best final ever. One of the best finals I've ever seen at a World Cup. So it's going to be interesting. So what I want to know and want to see from you now, have some balls. Can you predict in the comments? Don't wait till the end to see. I mean, I'd like to. Who do you think will win it? And who do you think is going to come out on top over the long run? So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump forward to the end of the World Cup and we'll see how everyone did. Right then, so here we are. It's the end of the World Cup. We're not going to go through every game, and I can't even remember. I'm not even going to compare real groups to other groups. But Netherlands won their group, England won their group, Argentina qualified in second, France won their group, Spain won their group, with Germany going through. And let's go down. Look at Belgium. Bloody hell. Brazil just scraped through. Portugal won their group. So there we go. Of course, we have no Italy. Now, we do have 2 teams in the final. Who's coming out on top? Well, it was Erik ten Hag and Holland versus Klopp and Germany. And Holland have won the World Cup 2-0. So fair play to them. But what we'll do is quickly, we'll have a quick look back at some. So we'll go back to the 3rd place playoff. France came 3rd. So, you know, they took a step back under Zidane from 2nd to 3rd. Semi-final, Germany beat France. The other semi-final, Netherlands beat Ghana. Now, my plan is to jump forward to the next World Cup. But I'm not going to go for every single tournament. Of course, you've got Argentina will be playing Copa Americas. And there's the Euros as well. We're going to jump forward. And I'm going to show you a little graph of how things turned out. So here we are now. It's 2026 and the World Cup is about to start. It's a new World Cup format where there's tons and tons of groups. Loads and loads and loads of groups. Now, obviously, there's been other tournaments played over the last couple of years. Some managers have gone. Some managers might have stayed. One team hasn't made the World Cup, and I'll say it to you now. It's the champions. Holland, or the Netherlands, didn't qualify. Wow. How crazy is that? So, we're going to jump over to a graph and see what's been happening up until this point and see who's in the race and see how many of you have been guessing right so far. So welcome, you don't often see me on this side of the screen. I thought I'd join you for this bit, why not? I've got a bit of space. So this is my little graph, it's not the fanciest, right? But hopefully it'll show you what's been happening, right? So, we'll start off with Simeone, who got to the 2nd round. Of course, Argentina won it. So he did worse and he got sacked. You've got Zidane, who was 3rd. So he did not as well. So he did worse, but he kept his job. Conte, of course, had nothing to do with it. Potter, 2nd round, obviously did a lot worse. He got sacked after the World Cup. Guardiola, he got to the quarter-final, which was much better, so he did better. He kept his job. Mourinho did a lot worse, but kept his job. Don't know how. Ten Hag, of course, won it, which was amazing. He did better. He kept his job too. And then Klopp, runner-up, a lot better than they did in real life, and he kept his job. Now, with Argentina being out of it, Simeone being out of it, they're just out of it now. Argentina are done and dusted. So, on to Euro 2024. Zidane, right, got to a semi-final, resigned. Conte got to the semi-final, and then he resigned. Potter's gone. So they're gone. England are out of it, but they in fact won it, and this is what I always say. Right? They won it with some random foreign manager. England win too much on here. It's a bit annoying, but they're out of it anyway because Potter's gone. It's all about those managers, as you know. Guardiola didn't qualify. He didn't qualify for the Euros, and he got sacked for it. How mad's that? Mourinho got to the quarter-final. He resigned. Ten Hag got to the quarter-final. He resigned. And Klopp was runner-up, getting beaten by England. He was saved, and he is the only surviving member without a one man. I was a bit disappointed with this, so let's see if Klopp can come out on top. Of course, Klopp went up against England in the Euros in 2024 and lost in Germany. That would have been absolutely heartbreaking. Now, he has won it, technically, but I want to see how well he did, and to be fair to him, he was going to get a chance for his revenge. Because he got all the way to the final to face England again. England, and I'm English, and I've said this in other videos, I get annoyed by it. Because like the game gives us good players, we have good players, and it does what we probably should be doing, which is picking up a tournament every now and again with some of the players we've had. But it's never gonna. It just doesn't happen in real life. We just got it in our DNA to be shit and bottle it when it really comes down to it. My biggest surprise was Netherlands winners not getting in. Pep as well, getting sacked and not getting in the Euros. Crazy, crazy stuff. So, Germany, England in the final. Can Klopp win it, or is this going to be a dud? Yes, he won it. 1-0, beating England. And do you know what? I'm kind of chuffed for him. I'm kind of chuffed because I kind of wanted him to, in a way. I wanted someone to actually win it and get to a finishing point with a bit of glory. Even though I'm English and a Manchester United fan, I quite like the turnout of that. I mean, this is the England team that got into the final. I mean, how's Henderson still in that team? I have no idea. How old is he, by the way? 36. I feel like Henderson's 36 now. baffles me. But of course, the Germans won it with Makuku. That's what I say. That's how I pronounce it. I think it's brilliant pronouncing it that way. But fair play to them. So, you know, Jurgen Klopp had won the race. He was the last man standing up until the last tournament. I was going to take it on and on. I was wondering, like, oh, going to a couple of World Cups. I thought a few of them might stay, top-end managers. I thought they would. But some of them bit the bullet. Some of them just decided to resign. Klopp stuck it out. Took a beating in the Euros. Got his revenge with the World Cup. Well, I'm back over here now with my final graph. And as you can see, obviously, Klopp got there and resigned straight after winning it. So fair play to him. So he has, of course, won that race. I hope some of you get involved in the comments. I would really love to see some of your choices who you thought would. I thought Klopp would go for it. I've seen Klopp have a long career internationally on other saves of mine. But I kind of went through it all myself. You may not agree with my order. I put Klopp first, Ten Hag second. I think the World Cup win helps him with that and getting to a quarter-final of the Euros. In third place, I put Zidane. Then it was Mourinho, Guardiola, Conte, Potter, of course, Simeone. He like bit the dust instantly. He did shite, didn't he? Well disappointed with him. So there you go. That's it, really. So yeah, imagine for yourself what would happen. I couldn't resist it. When he sent it me, I thought, let's just put a little video together. It's nothing fancy. I like a little bit of fun like this sometimes. I've done little race videos with teams and stuff in the past. But just putting these managers there and seeing what could happen. It's just a simulation. It is just a game, but it is just a bit of fun. So if you did pick Klopp, fair play to you. Because, and again, I'm a United fan, but I thought I had Pep coming out on top. I'll be honest with you. I knew Potter would be shit. I was disappointed in Simeone. I thought Zidane would do good. Maybe Conte. Eric Ten Hag, I hope he's that good in real life with United over the next few years, because that surprised me. Him taking Holland to the World Cup final. Mourinho's Mourinho. Yeah. So fair play. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you are brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you all hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you for the support, as always. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe and booed. Bye-bye.